panic attacks are fairly counterproductive.
Can't lick that.
No, exactly. No!
On this episode of the Zach and Jay Show, we take someone with an irrational phobia of oranges to the craziest orange-throwing food fight in the world. So sit down and relax yourselves for this extremely juicy episode of
The Zach and Jay Show.
Hello everyone, how are you all? Just before this video starts, we filmed this video on the 23rd of February. At the time there was around 76 cases of coronavirus in Italy.
A lot has changed since then. Obviously it's moving very quick. We just wanted to say, hope you're doing well, hope you're as well as you can be. Let's not lose our shit too much.
Stay away from old people.
Yeah, we're going to be continue making a load of content in the space and hopefully keeping smiles on faces. So
We've got like 4 videos filmed before Corona hit, and we've got an idea for a little something, haven't we, Jay?
yeah, we're working on something that's pretty exciting, to be fair. So we think that could really help with the situation in some weird way, not in a direct way, but in our way.
Enjoy the video. Stay safe. The Battle of the Oranges, or Battaglia delle Arance, is a medieval event that takes place once a year in the beautiful Italian city of Ivrea. Locals wage an orange war to commemorate a victory of common folk over the tyrant rulers in the 12th century. Basically, it's a massive orange fight with 500,000 kilograms of oranges. But as fun as this sounds, it doesn't come without a health warning, as many people each year get pelted in the face, causing nosebleeds, deep bruises and potentially death. Well, no, but maybe. Anyway, we thought it'd be a great idea to take someone with a rational fear of oranges and help them face that fear. And it just so happens our mate Rachel has had a phobia of most fruit since a child, but especially hates oranges.
Hello. I have never eaten fruit. So when I was little, I would not go near it at all. I don't even think as a baby my parents could really give it to me. I wouldn't eat it. I don't even like the smell of orange air fresheners.
Really?
They freak me out a little bit. Oranges are bad. When someone peels an orange near me, it's like that. I hate it. I have no memory of ever eating an orange. I don't think I ever have. But my whole life growing up, everyone and all the doctors was like, oh, she'll grow out of it. One day she'll just start eating it. And that hasn't happened. Will one day I just suddenly be like, I can't believe I didn't used to eat fruit.
Have you heard of immersion therapy? Now, immersion therapy is a psychological technique which allows patients to overcome phobias. It's based around the logic that if you're scared of swimming because you think you might drown and you're thrown in the water, you're going to swim. So we found a famous festival called the Battle of the Oranges.
Yeah. Look, I'm assuming you like the vibe.
Oh my God.
So in this scenario, if we throw Rachel into the middle of a busy town centre where there's nothing but oranges, after her initial panic, she'll begin to relax. Well, that's the theory anyway.
That makes me queasy.
Does it?
It's just there's so much squashed orange on the floor in this. And that's just
What do you reckon? Are you in or are you in?
I reckon I'm in.
Yeah?
Yeah?
I can see myself crying, but
Can you see tears coming?
I reckon. I don't know. I really don't know how I will react.
So it's all very well grabbing an Aussie and asking her if she wants to come to Italy, but we definitely needed to see if this sort of therapy would actually help or whether it could make Rachel worse. So let me introduce you to Dr. Will, an actual doctor who's about to give Rachel some words of wisdom.
Do you want to put my stethoscope on?
Oh, do you actually have one?
Yeah, I've actually got it. So if you do have any problems like this, any phobias, fears or anxiety, it's really important to talk to a professional, go and see your GP, or NHS talking therapy is always available.
Zach and Jay are not doctors.
With most phobias, they're learned from somewhere, but as you say, sometimes it's difficult to know where. Sometimes it can be so early on that you have no idea where it's come from.
Siblings would chase me with it, it was,
Right. And that's an example of how phobias can be compounded by
Yeah, because that's what I wonder. That's what my mum thinks as well.
So part of the idea or the theory behind exposure therapy or immersion therapy is presenting the object of your fear to you and then allowing your fear response to come down by getting you to relax in the presence of, say, an orange.
I didn't really look into it. I just assumed that this was a good idea. Is that a good thing to go straight into, or is it something that we should probably build up to?
So there are different types of immersion therapy. They start from sort of imaginary immersion therapy all the way through to flooding, which is what you're talking about.
Flooding? With orange juice.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. So being at an orange festival, that would be an example of flooding therapy, which is where you go straight to the worst imaginable or the most scary sort of exposure to the fear. But it has been shown to work really well, sort of 90% cure rate of these people's phobias.
Is it counterproductive if that person has a panic attack or something like that?
I'd say in general panic attacks are fairly counterproductive. And I think the thing to take away and remember is that nothing bad is going to happen. So, like, the worst...
You say this, and then I just see me, like, crying in the corner as everyone throws oranges.
They're just oranges.
Yeah.
You've probably heard that a lot. But that is the thing that will unlock it for you.
So Dr. Will said a lot of insightful stuff, but what we were able to conclusively conclude is that the Zach and Jay's immersion therapy is a great idea, and we should fly to Italy with Rachel and throw her in the deep end. What could possibly go wrong? So we left for London like the Three Musketeers on our mission to call a truce with oranges for good. If Rachel could engage in orange war with us and enjoy a slice of fresh orange at the end, then that'd be a win for us. And as the beautiful orange sun created a beautiful orange sunset and Rachel dreamt amazing orange-inspired dreams,
They're just oranges.
Italy was waiting for us. The land of opportunity. Or, just as we took off, coronavirus, it seems. We landed in Milan and it wasn't long before we were made aware of the situation by these guys scanning our temperatures as we landed. Regardless, we pressed on. The orange fight was the next day and we had come too far for this to stop us now. Whoa! A magical dancing pigeon turned up to remind you to like this video and subscribe if you're new. Now! We woke up in the beautiful city of Ivrea. The sun was shining and the remnants from yesterday's war was all over the city. Every shop was boarded up, every crevice on the floor was filled with squashed orange. The entire town was prepared for another day of battle and we couldn't wait to get stuck into the war. Well, most of us anyway.
Oh no, how are you feeling?
Smells really bad.
Jamie, I'm not here to play the game.
Dr. Will said build trust.
Jamie. As we visited the historical square where a lot of today's action would be going down, our camera's mic decided to keep turning off. But either way, it was step one for Rachel. She needed to start strong to build her confidence, as very soon this square would be full of thousands of people, horses, and crazy Italians who didn't give a shit about her phobia. So, we started off with a few training drills ahead of kickoff. This was a solid start from Rachel, and we was excited to be the ones that would help her get over her fear that had stopped her from ever eating an orange before. We were about to take the world of unlicensed psychological therapy by storm. I'll say it again, what could go wrong? At this point, we received a phone call from the event organisers, and the microphone broke again, but you don't need audio to tell what was said. Coronavirus. Coronavirus had just shut down the entire event for the third time ever in its history since it first began in 1808. There was a strange feeling around the town centre. Nearly 20,000 people were supposed to be here. It was a ghost town. People began packing the entire thing down. The Morte team flags, which mean death in Italian, suddenly felt a whole lot creepier than before. To find out more, we got invited to the town hall to speak with the event organisers along with the rest of the press.
It's very difficult because there is something superior, no? It's the public health. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm very sad. Everyone is very sad.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think we'll be back next year to experience the full...
Yeah, I consider that, for sure.
So that was it. Due to the outbreak in northern Italy, the event was cancelled. We may have flown thousands of miles to a country that looks like a boot, but we didn't let that kick us to the curb. Never mind. Basically, we weren't going to let this stop us. Rachel was facing her fear today. So coronavirus may have ended the ancient festivities, but we're taking matters into our own hands. Rachel is facing her fears, and she's still keen to do so. We're back at the castle where it all began last night. Having not experienced the oranges.
We're back having not experienced the oranges.
However, we've been to a supermarket and we're going to recreate our own version, aren't we, Rachel?
Yeah, because coronavirus is not going to stop us.
Immersion therapy.
101.
So here we were in the car park of our hotel in the beautiful mountainous city of Ivrea. With 4 bags of oranges, the budget may have been blown on travel, but our motivation to help Rachel get over her fear was higher than ever. It was time to take matters into our own hands and destroy Rachel's phobia forever. Rachel? What? We're just breaking them for the sake of it. Let's get in close, let's get some trust together, yeah? Get them off of you.
Get them off of you.
Literally a bunch of f***ing kids.
Right, soldier, the time is now. The moment we've all been waiting for. The moment all of these people at home find out whether you've got what it takes to overcome your horrendous phobia of oranges. How do you feel?
Quite sick. I think we've got to give it a go.
Remember what Dr. Will said?
They're just oranges. Yeah. It's not going to do anything. Panic attacks are fairly counterproductive.
Right, soldier.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
I'm not safe.
We wanted to start off easy with the simple game of hot potato, or patata caldo, or hot orange. Yeah, that works. We're nailing it.
Oh!
Still fun.
Still fun. Whoa! Whoever thought throwing an orange around at the age of 25 would be so fun?
It's cracked. It's cracked.
Okay. Now we get juicy. Yeah!
Yes! What's on my leg now?
Do you need a minute?
No, it's good, it's good.
This was unbelievable scenes by Rachel. With a great start catching, she powered through the cracked orange and her foot was about to do some serious damage to this puny orange.
Oh, God.
The squish of a lifetime.
The squish, all the weight.
Oh, look
all
at it.
the weight.
Oh, it's compacting. Oh.
Do you think it?
Oh, yeah. You created that juice. That would be in that orange if it wasn't for you.
Rachel was doing amazingly. She threw an orange, destroyed an orange, but we weren't about to slow down. We knew what we were building up to, so we thought we'd recreate the authentic Battle of the Oranges experience by throwing a few at her. No festival now, it kind of just feels like we're bullying. Now this may look like we're just throwing oranges at a girl in a hotel car park, and you wouldn't be wrong to say that, but we were immersing Rachel, allowing her to relax into those feelings of anxiety and face her fear. This felt good. We felt like we were doing the right thing here, and definitely weren't getting carried away. Well, we weren't until Coco the snake got involved. Not you, Coco.
Why?
You don't need the help. I promise.
Oh, nah. Go on, get her.
No, Zach, no, Zach, no!
We're off to a cracking start. Rachel's done very, very well. She's taken orange residue to the hand. She's thrown oranges. She's been orange juiced on. And now she's gonna headbutt one into a goal. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Yes.
There's one.
Look at Rachel go. She was getting them on her head like Nemanja Vidic. I've said it before, this was unbelievable scenes. She was making these oranges her bitch. It was time to level up again.
Okay.
Gola, gola, gola!
Yeah, come on.
Would you catch this in your hand?
I can.
You can.
I'll give it a go.
If you want to.
Yeah.
How's that?
It's really gross.
Is it?
It's really gross.
How gross? Wait, let's just wait in this moment for a bit because I'm not quite sure it's really sunk in that you are holding a bit of orange right now. How's that feel?
Gross.
Is it gross?
Dr. Will said.
Talk to a professional.
Can you squeeze that?
There.
Oh my God, it's like her hands are seizing up. Go on, can you squeeze that? Squeeze it.
Go on, Rachel!
Yes!
I'm fucking buzzing with that.
Mate, Zach and Jay therapy sessions, come on, bang.
We were so proud of Rachel. Just a week ago, she was flinching left, right and centre at the sight of an orange. And now she was in northern Italy volleying oranges around a hotel car park. And after she caught one clean on her laces and nearly knocked me out, we decided she was ready for the final stages. So Rachel has never eaten
Never eaten an
or
orange.
peeled an orange.
Or peeled one.
You might like them, you know. They do taste quite nice, oranges.
I don't even know how to peel one.
Rachel, have you ever put on motorcycle gear and kicked around oranges with your
No,
shin before? No,
I haven't.
okay. So there's a lot of firsts for this.
It's disgusting.
Come on, get it in.
Once you're in, you just got to start pulling it back.
Mm-hmm. Ew. Ew.
Yeah,
Ew.
do you want to peel this one? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's easier to
I'll do
peel.
it like that.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Now lick it.
Right, I
I
think.
can't lick that.
I think.
You just
What's
grab
a blood orange?
Yeah, go from there.
I was like.
I lick it.
Go on then, try, get that in your gob.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah!
Guys at home, if Rachel can get through her fear of oranges, you can get through your problems too.
Yeah, the whole thing. Go on, Rachel. You can do it. Rachel, go on. Go on.
That's a solid chunk.
That's okay.
We could not believe it! Rachel's willingness to dive in at the deep end is an attitude we can all take into our lives. What an inspiration to all. Rachel was a queen. She had just taken her first bite of an orange in 24 years and she was loving it! Oh, never mind.
Player unknown, like I'm in the battleground. I'm staying at home cause my brain quite rattled now. Using my foresight to get through a fortnight. Go have a foursome as a reward like